Hi everyone, this is Esther from That Live, and I'm here to talk to you about Mars going into the sign of Cancer. Now, Mars is going to be in Cancer for a long time because it's going to be there for 3 months, September 4th until November 4th. Then he's going into Leo, he's going to achieve degree 6, and then he's going backwards into Cancer, and he's going to be there until April, mid-April. I'm gonna look at the dates soon because I don't remember dates by heart. Okay, so we have a chunk of time for Mars in Cancer. So when we are looking at Cancer, we are looking at our emotional body. And we know that 99% of our life is managed by emotions. The quality of our life is determined by our emotions. Even those of us who think that, I'm not a sensitive person, but even those who doesn't think that they are so sensitive, they are run by emotions. Take someone that is very successful and he doesn't care about emotionally, he doesn't take things personally like Cancer, but he's operate by these emotions that push him to be successful. So we are all pushed and managed by our emotions. When we know how to manage them, then we gain some sort of control in our life. Fear. Even people, let's go back to that, people that are very successful, the fear of failing, the fear of not being who we want to be. Fear is emotions. That is, if you ever read the book, that fear is the one who's running our life. But what is a fear? Fear is an emotion. Many times we are reactive because all the time we are reactive because of our emotions. So something happened in our life that made me reactive. So as a spiritual person, I know that I'm not supposed to be reactive. So I'm trying to conquer it. Someone came and told me something. Maybe they didn't even mean to hurt me, but they hurt me with something they say. And I want to react to it. But as a spiritual person, I'm telling myself, Esther, do not react. Do not react. Everything is from the Creator. Everything is for a reason. Don't react. And I actually manage not to be reactive. But then it happens again. And then I work on myself again. And I manage not to be reactive. Wonderful. And then it happens again. And then I'm asking myself, but I'm controlling myself. I'm not reactive. Why is it keep happening? And the answer for that is simple, but very hard to do. Someone came and told me something that hurt me. If I just jumped into the level of I'm not reactive, I'm skipping an important step on the way. And the step is like to ask myself, why does it make me reactive? Why does it hurt me? I mean, for someone else, it wouldn't even bother. Someone told them something, also the same thing that they told me, and they would be like, whatever. It wouldn't bother them. So if I don't know why it bothers me, why it hurts me, if I don't ask myself why it hurts me, and I fix and I match if I manage that emotion that controlled me right now, that offended me right now, then it keep coming back because I didn't take care of it. I need to take care of my emotion. I need to know, how do I feel if I want to stop truly being reactive to what people tell me or things around me. So, and that's what's going to determine the quality of my life. Because if I don't know how to manage my emotions, everything can put me up and down, like Cancer, ruled by the moon. And by the way, when Mars is going to be in Cancer, we're all going to be so affected by the moon cycle, because Cancer ruled by the moon. So that's why Cancers are so moody, right? They're moody because every time the moon is changing forms, we are changing ourselves. Now Mars is fire. Mars doesn't want to go into Cancer because Mars is aggressive. Mars is like, I don't have time for those emotions of yours. Okay, but Mars, there's order to this world. So when Mars entering the sign of Cancer, Mars has to obey the rule of Cancer. Okay, it looks like Mars is ruling Cancer at the moment, but it's like Mars is going into the house, into domain of Cancer. And in the domain of Cancer, he needs to obey the rule of Cancer. But he's a fighter, right? He's a fighter. So, and this is free will. This is where free will comes in. I have two choices. I can have that fiery energy of Mars going into my emotions, getting so upset if someone tells me something. This is passive aggressive, If Mars in Cancer and someone tells me something that I don't like or offend me in one way, I can burst with anger. I can always be reactive. I can, be affected by this. Or I can say to myself, no, I have free will. If I know why I feel the way I feel and I manage it, how do I manage it? How do I manage my emotion? So, something happened, right? I feel something. And then I interpretate it. It's all happened in seconds because we react in seconds, right? In the split of seconds. But that's the order. Something happened. I feel it trigger a feeling within me. And then in split of a second, I analyze it. If I did something and someone didn't appreciate it. So within a second, I'm not appreciated. Why you not appreciate me and I'm reactive, right? But I need to go through this interpretation. So if someone said something to me and I interpreted it as a victim, if I interpreted it, they didn't appreciate me, oh, they didn't give me what I deserve, or they took something from me, like let's say someone come and took something from me, took my time, took me for granted, whatever it is, and I feel like someone take me for granted, and it activate that emotions I've been taking for granted. So you see, something happen, I feel, and then I interpretate. So the way we manage the emotions, we manage them by our interpretation. Okay, so if someone didn't give me the appreciation that I deserve, if I manage it and I'm saying, I need to appreciate myself. So first of all, I need to ask, why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? Why am I interpreting it like that? And then and then I'm dealing with this emotion. Okay, I'm embracing this emotion, and now I'm going into the interpretation. I need to appreciate myself. If I will appreciate myself, if I will know that what I did is from the right reasons, I did it not for them to appreciate me, I did it because I wanted to. Now, if I wanted to do something for someone, if they appreciate it or not, it doesn't matter. So if I become the victim, or they didn't appreciate me, they took something from me, they don't do something for me, then I give them all the power, and will continue to be reactive every time someone will not appreciate me, or someone will trigger that anger within me. Okay, but if I take the responsibility and I'm not a victim, I change the concept of how do I think. And I think that I'm taking responsibility. If I will appreciate myself, everyone else will. And even if they don't, that's okay, because I did it because I wanted and not for the sake of appreciation. So the interpretation comes and then the reaction. So there's four. So first of all, something happened. I feel something, I interpretate it, and then I react. But if I change my interpretation from a victim, from a victim to I can handle this. I can handle this because I can change myself. And changing myself sometimes just accepting even ourselves. Especially in the time of Virgo, when we all kind of operate from I have to do things. They always, Virgo, always like this busy bee that always have to do something, always have to be productive, always have to come with solutions. And if I can't come with a solution, then how I'm not good. What's my purpose if I couldn't fix that problem, or if I could not do this or do that? So when emotions come, and I just accept that it's okay, this time I couldn't do that. I accept what makes me feel bad. I accept it, and I take responsibility for it, and I change it within my thinking. Then my reaction will be completely different, and the quality of my life will be completely different. So this is the gift that we get with Mars in Cancer. We need to choose. We need to choose. If I choose to manage my emotions, I'm going to feel so great, because we know we all came here for pleasure, right? The Creator created us for pleasure. And what an amazing pleasure do we feel more than anything in the world when we manage our emotion and we see that something that we used to be afraid of, used to be angry from, does not affect us anymore. What an achievement, what an amazing, what a pleasure it is. And this is where we feel true pleasure. It's a lasting pleasure. It's not like, okay, I would like my cup of coffee, I would like to have my chocolate cake, or whatever it is that we think that create pleasure, but that coffee will finish in a second, and the chocolate cake, I'll finish it, and then I'll feel still craving for it. But when I'm managing my emotion and I change the way I think, and my reaction to life is different, then it's a win. It's a lasting fulfillment, and it doesn't go away. So that's a true pleasure. That's the truth of our life. So why again am I talking about it? All these emotions, all these Cancerian emotions, because Mars is going to trigger them. So if we choose to be victims, we're going to go through a hard time, guys. But if we choose to manage our emotions, the elevation that we are going to feel is like unbelievable. So let me open my notes for a second so I can go over with you a little bit of dates that I thought that are important in that time. The dates that I'm going to go over it with you is only from now until November. And then we have 3 more months, but let's take 3 months at a time. Maybe we'll do a second video of Mars in Cancer. But okay, so on September 11th, that Mars, right, is going to sextile Mercury in Virgo. Now, Mercury in Virgo, the beautiful of Mercury in Virgo, that it's simple, it's easy, it can manage emotion according to common sense. So if we are talking about changing the way we think, what an amazing thing to do, because it's sextile, it's a positive aspect. They're aligning together in a positive way, that Mars and Mercury. So on September 11th, and again, in astrology, it's not that date. It can be 2 days before, 2 days after, because when they come closer, they already start the effect of it. All right. So, but on September 11th, that Mars and Mercury comes together, and it's amazing time to be aware and to actually not manage, but be successful of manage those emotions. Then on September 15th, that Mars is going to square the nodes. It means that things from past life will pop up, and anyway, Cancer is a sign that, it's a nostalgic sign. It always like to go backward and remember, things that happened to us in the past. So during that time, when it's squaring the nodes, things will pop up from our past life, or from this life, things that we need to overcome. Now remember, the North and the South node are in Libra and Aries. So Libra is like, no more pleasing, because if I please, someone take me for granted because I'm a pleaser, and then I get upset about it. And the North node is in Aries. I need to confront when I need to, not to be afraid to confront. And Mars is the ruler of Aries, is going to help us confront. But confront from a place, not that I'm arguing and I'm upset and I'm angry. It's from a place that I manage my emotions now. I know that I don't want to be taken for granted, and I confront about it. I confront about it with peace. All right, but things can come out. And then on the 30th, Mars is going to trine Saturn in Pisces, 14 degrees. Now, Saturn in Pisces can bring also, it's Pisces is subconscious, so it can bring things from the subconscious, and Mars can heal because it's a trine. And again, trine is a positive aspect of opportunities. We're gonna good opportunities. It's a positive. Sorry, sometimes I'm an ADHD, so words coming out. So it's a positive aspect. Okay, so it's a great opportunity on September 30th to bring things from the subconscious and clear out that victim mentality or think process. So on October 6th, this time Mars is going to square Mercury, 16 degree. Mercury is going to be in Libra by then. So it's two cardinal signs, you know, the Cancer and the Libra. I think things needs to move forwards. I need to know, what do I do things from my own desire, or where do I do things to please others or to try to make someone happy. So it could be around that time that we're trying to make someone happy and that someone doesn't want to get happy, and then we feel guilty about it. And then again, the feeling and all this process, no guilt about it. I'm not in charge of anyone else's happiness. I can only help, I can do what I can, but everybody is in charge of their own happiness. On the 8th is gonna trine Venus in Scorpio. Okay, so we have two water signs, a lot of emotions. Expect a lot of emotions to come. Venus in its trine again. Trine is a positive aspect. So Venus in Scorpio has great desire, and we can use that desire to heal our emotions. The 13th of October is going to square the Sun, 20 degrees. And again, Mars and the Sun are squaring one another. It could be clashing of energy. So just be tuned and remember that whatever comes to your life, whatever you see in the world, is happening for a reason, and we all need to change the way we think. Do we want to continue, or it's too much? Let's go over two more things. On the 25th of October, it's going to sextile, again, positive. You see that a lot of aspects are positive. The Creator loves us. You know, it really gives us opportunities to heal. Is going to sextile Uranus in Taurus. Taurus means I don't have the things that I want, and that can create emotional baggage. You know, it's like I don't have worry. I'm worrying like I don't have what I need physically, and that Uranus will able to clean the table. You know, Uranus is a higher level of consciousness. It's definitely Uranus and Aquarius is the one that is in charge of a higher perspective. It's going to allow us to change the perspective of how do we think about, what do we think about life. And then again, another trine, another beautiful energy with Neptune in Pisces. Again, water signs, you know, emotional day, but bring things from the past. Opening our eyes, by the way. It could be that when we have that trine with Mars and Neptune, people that we thought that maybe they're good friends of us or they're on our side, suddenly we will discover that they're not really on our sides, and maybe they're not really our friends, and it's going to trigger emotions and it's going to make us sad or angry. But again, if we know that those people came to teach us something and we learn how to heal these emotions, we will be able to heal and to move on much stronger. And then in November 1st, is going to opposite Pluto. So this whole opposition of a Cancer that is all emotional, and Capricorn that is not so emotional, or you only see the target there. Like that goat that want to climb the mountains. This is going to be just before Mars is going out of Cancer, and it's gonna make us like balance. If to see when we are too emotional and when we're not emotional at all, and to learn how to balance that emotional body and to feel emotionally secure. All right, and then November 4th is moving into Leo. And like I said, you see that it's a lot of information if you can write it down. Um, moving into Leo, and then is going retrograde on October 6th. We said that. Is going back to Cancer on January 7th. Is going direct on February 24th. And then he's back into Leo on April 18th, which is still in the shadow until the 2nd of May. So we have many months of sorting our emotions, manage them, be the manager of our life, be the manager of our quality of life. Take control by managing that emotional body. And Cancer is about nurturing, is about emotional security, is about feeling belongings. Belonging is to feeling that I'm included. All these things that we might miss in life, or we feel that we are not belong anywhere, or we are not recognized, or we are not loved and nurtured enough. This is where we can heal all those wounds, or at least take it to the next level, you know? So that Mars in Cancer, it says in the Torah, I gave you a life and death, I gave you blessing and curse, and you should choose life. And this is that Mars in Cancer. We should every day choose the blessing and every day choose life. Thank you so much for listening. If you like that video, don't hesitate to like it. Thank you so much. Love you all. Bye bye.